Hey guys, it's Chloe. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. In today's video, I have a mod for you guys that I really want to share. It's for the interior of your Tacoma, and this mod is honestly a game changer. I have done quite a few mods on my Tacoma here on the channel, and this one really took me by surprise because I did not expect it to be so good and really change the way I feel on my Tacoma forever. And basically, the product I'm talking about are seat jackers from a company called Desert Does It. Now, to those who have been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I did do a cross-country trip in 3 days in this Tacoma. I go on a lot of off-road adventures in this truck, and additionally, I do daily drive this truck to work Monday through Fridays, and it's over an hour of commuting each day. I sit in this truck quite a bit, and something I've noticed is that the seats, after a little bit of time, kind of don't feel that comfortable. In fact, on road trips and stuff, my shoulders and my legs get a little bit sore just because of the position I'm in, and you can't really adjust these stock seats to give you the maximum amount of comfort. So pretty much these seat jackers effectively solve this problem because what they do is lift the front of your seat a little bit to give your legs a little bit more support and alleviate pain. They don't compromise headspace at all, which is great. And even if you're someone like me who doesn't really experience that much pain, you know, will maybe get sore after a long drive or something, the way your seats feel after you install this mod is amazing. I mean, I feel like right now I'm sitting in a brand new chair. One of the best things about this mod is it's easy to install. It takes about 10 minutes to do. It's plug and play, which means you don't really have to modify any existing part in your truck. And also, besides a lot of extra comfort they provide, these seat jackers allow you to mount things under your seat. And I'm going to do that, but I'm going to show you guys that in a later video. As you guys can probably tell, I'm really excited to get into the video and show you guys all the details of this product. But really quick, I wanted to talk about the company Desert Does It. They're a really cool company because they're Tacoma enthusiasts themselves. Long story short, the way the company started was one of the guys actually has a 2018 Tacoma and took a short road trip and realized how uncomfortable the seats were. So pretty much they got to work to create a high quality product that actually solves this problem, started producing it, and now they have hundreds and hundreds of testimonials, including a lot on Tacoma World about how great the product is. So after reading all these testimonials, I was so excited to try it out, and I can say, like everyone else, I'm so impressed by this product. Now, Desert Does It has recently expanded their product line to include some really cool products. I'm going to be showing you guys the front seat jackers that I've been talking about, but I'm also going to be showing you guys another product that's going to accompany those really well and help me for off-roading. But for right now, let's just take a closer look at those front seat jackers. So these front seat jackers can package really nicely and are really well protected, which I like. And what's great is that the kit comes with all the bolts that you're going to need to install these, as well as some really clear instructions. The only other things we're going to need are a 14 and 15 millimeter socket, a torque wrench, and some Loctite. These seat jackers are made of 70-75 aluminum, which is high strength and great for high stress parts like keys and gears. The particular seat jackers I have here are black powder coated, but I know Desert Does It also has a limited edition run of TRD orange ones, which look super cool and awesome as well. Also, when we finish installing these, you'll see that there's these 2 extra holes here, and that's because these seat jackers can actually double as a mounting location for a couple of other products, which we're going to be featuring in another video, but I just wanted to point that out for you guys. What I also like about this kit is that the bolts that come with these are grade 10.9, which is pretty much the highest grade bolt you can get. The seat jackers that you see here are made in southern Utah with US sourced aluminum, so it's clear to me that Desert Does It really does pride themselves in providing quality products. So the install of these is going to be pretty straightforward, so now let's get into the truck and get into it. So to install these, I'm first going to take my 14mm socket, and I'm using a breaker bar for a little more leverage, as you can see here, to loosen then remove the bolts on the front of my seat. You're going to want to save these bolts since we're going to reuse them. Next, I'm loosening the rear bolts on my seat but not removing them completely. Once we've done this, we'll be able to lift the front of the seat up and actually put our jacker under the front seat mount. You're going to want to make sure that the roll pin on the jacker fits into the hole on the floor. Next, I'm using some Loctite on my factory bolts that I took out, and I'm using them to bolt the jacker to the floor. We also want to make sure that we set our torque wrench to 27 foot-pounds, and we're going to torque the factory bolt. Next, we're going to take the provided coarse thread bolts from Desert Does It to fasten the seat to the seat jackers. These are 15 millimeters, and I also used a little Loctite before torquing them to 27 foot-pounds as well. The last thing we're going to do is bolt the rear bolts and torque them to 27 foot-pounds and put the plastic cover back on. So I'm sitting in the driver's seat right now for the first time since I put these front seat jackers in, and there is a world of difference of having them in versus not having them in. I did not expect this change to be so big and so different, and I honestly wish I got my reaction on camera because you really can feel the extra leg support you're getting from the seat jackers. I had to raise my steering wheel a little bit and adjust the lever of my seat, but I really like the way it feels. It's so much more comfortable. Also, I do want to mention that I have the manual seats, but I know in a lot of the newer Tacomas they have the power seats, and the great thing is that these front seat jackers works with either. These front seat jackers actually don't interfere at all with the height between your head and the roof, because what it's doing is it's just raising the front of the seat. It's just giving your legs a little bit more of a lift for a more comfortable seat, and your butt's actually staying in the exact same position it was, so you're still going to have the same amount of headspace. Now, I did say earlier in this video that I was going to be installing another mod from Desert Does It that would accompany these front seat jackers and would help me off-road, and that is the rear seat jackers. So these rear seat jackers are going to be pretty similar to the front seat jackers, except it's going to lift the back of my driver's seat up a little bit more for a better driving position, and also it's going to give me clearance to mount something underneath my front seat. That mod will come in a later video. If you have any guesses, let me know in the comments down below. Now, the rear seat jackers are adjustable in the sense that they come in 3 different sizes from 1/4 inch to 1.5 inches. You can play around and stack these and see what works best for you, but for me, I found that the middle-sized or 1/2 inch spacers were the best for now. The process is pretty much identical to the front seat jackers, just unbolt the rear seat bolts, then loosen the front seat bolts. Push the seat up so that you can actually stick the desired size spacers between the seat rails and the floor. And if you only use either the 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch spacer, use the 40 millimeter provided bolt. Otherwise, use the 60 millimeter provided bolt. Wow, that is a night and day difference. Wow, those rear seat jackers really just complemented, I don't know, at least my seating position perfectly. Not that the front seat jackers didn't do that, but wow, I feel like this is the perfect position I was supposed to be in when I first got my Tacoma 2 years ago. I feel like this is one of the mods where I knew it was gonna make a difference, but I didn't know it would have such a big impact on the position of the seat and how it made me feel. And this is by far one of the best mods I've installed on my truck. I mean, maybe I'll end up putting different size spacers for the rear seat jackers, but this position right now feels so good. I feel like my legs have support, but at the same time, I can kind of finally see over the hood. I'm not only happy right now that a product like this exists because this is really gonna change the way I feel in my Tacoma, but I'm also really happy that this product was created by Tacoma enthusiasts. I mean, people just like you and me. Since we spend a lot of time in our trucks, we firsthand know the issues and the problems and the things we want to change, and the guys at Desert Does It thought of a solution, created it, and then shared it with all of us. As small and as easy as this mod is, I'm very impressed by it, and I think Desert Does It really knocked it out of the park with this one. I'm gonna have links in the description of this video to the front seat jackers and the rear seat jackers on Desert Does It website, and I'm also gonna have a link to a giant Tacoma World thread talking all about these seat jackers. You could hear more about them and some testimonials referrals from a lot of other Tacoma owners out there. If you guys are interested in getting any of these products, which I swear are well worth it, I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Desert Does It on giving you guys a discount code. It is Chloe Kuo Taco. It will be active for 3 months, so if you want to set it, be sure to get it within that time frame for that discount. I am beyond excited to try out other Desert Does It products. I am so impressed by this, as you guys can probably tell, but this is an awesome mod. I have a lot of mods and off-road videos coming up for you guys here on the channel, so feel free to subscribe if you want. And I also have an Instagram. You can connect more with me on there. It's at Chloe Kuo Taco. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys will check out Desert Does It, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.